probably should go get some water too. Oh, some water. I got every single light on. Who paying these bills with every single light on in our house, bro? Wait, I don't know if this is enough water. It's kind of hot. All right, so I'm gonna go downstairs real quick, and I gotta get some water because I don't want to be thirsty through this experience. I mean, I do kind of want to be thirsty, but I don't need to be thirsty because I got water. Let's get some water. We don't need a gallon of water. We just need about a half a liter. Ah, dang, that tastes so good. That tastes so freaking good. Should I blow up a balloon? We'll get a balloon too while we're downstairs. I'll get one balloon. That's all we need. Just need one balloon. All right, so we're coming back upstairs, y'all. Don't worry. Actually, I should have just gave you the tour of the stairs before, because no one knows what the stairs looks like, but we'll do that later, maybe, baby. All right, I got a balloon, a blower upper of balloons, and wait, was I on the right channel? Yeah. So it looks crazy, bro. What is that? Is that the... Okay. The table looks so uneven. That's weird. Anyway, y'all, welcome in. We got some things to do today, so we're just gonna quickly get to it. We got about an hour we're gonna spend on this project, and this is what it looks like. My son... Oh, this is pretty stuck up here. Yo, he put so much tape. Okay, that's cool. It's gonna stay like that. That's cool. So today we're gonna work on this Batman wall art. My son asked me to cut out some... What's up, Jeanette? How you doing? You say ha? What's up? How you doing? How you doing today? How's your day going? I was about to sit on the table, but I'm not really sure about those decisions, because the last time I sat on a table, it didn't go well at all. All right, so once again, my son, this is my son's room right now. We're located in my son's room. I'm not going to show you everything because, you know, privacy is everything. So we're going to close that door too, just to make sure. So we're located in my son's bedroom. You said good, and you? I'm here. I get to do what I say I can, because I can make my day however I choose it to be. So I'm awesome today. So this is what we got to do. This is just paper. My son asked me to put up a Batman one day, and I was like, hey, you know, let's just make, you know, some wall art. He was like, well, how? And I said, well, this is how we can do it in multiple different ways. We can do whatever we want to in multiple different ways. So I said the easiest probably would be paper. We just cut out the figure of this shape, put it on the wall, and then we can just add colors to it. And then he had asked me as well. He was like, well, can we paint it? Or are we going to paint it? Are we going to do this? And I was like nah, I don't know if we're going to spend, you know, 30 hours trying to paint this Batman. I said, there's paper that we can use in order to orchestrate that. So we got paper up here as our, let's see, is it our form? Is this our form or our structure or something? So you say, yeah. Oh, wait, why did it switch me out? Okay. You said, yeah, I'm glad your day is good. Damn, I had 16 people. YouTube, why you do that, bro? How a whole 16 people sitting in here, and then poof, there's no 16 people in here. That's so weird. So weird. Anyway, so this is what we're going to work on. So it's nothing but paper. So what I have to do is I have to take down all of these parts, recut them into the profile of the Batman, and then replace them up there, because I want the next time my son comes into the room, I want him to see that his thoughts are valid. You get that? Valid thoughts right here. He said he wanted to do something small, and I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. So we have, this is just regular black paper, and I could have sworn Batman had all black on. So we're just gonna run through this paper, see how it works. It's a little unorganized, but I mean, it's just paper, and I'm not even tripping the fact that it's all wrinkly and stuff and blah, 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 but it's just paper. So that's what we're going to work on. And just like I said, all we have to do is take a few of these down, and then we will make the Batman. Now I have to figure out what the image looked like too, because I wasn't sure what's up, Manny? You said, it was sad face, ha, 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 crying. You said, I hope you have a good day. You know what? Just because you said that, I'm going to pin that one too, bro. I appreciate that. What's up, Minnie? Joseph. We're going to pin that message, bro. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for helping my day become what it is. It's because of you. It's because of you. Let's go. And so I'm just going to get started. I got some gold and some white paper too, just to see if, oh no, that's trash. Just to see what it might look like if we add some gold to Batman. So let's just go ahead and get this started. I'm not sure if you can see it from this angle, but that's what we're going to work on. And I don't have another place to put my water just in case. I brought a balloon, and I bought something to pump up the balloon. So who knows? I mean, we might just get real active in here. You know what I'm saying? I might need to do, I don't know, I might need to do some other stuff. But anyway, so this is our paper we're going to use. And I think I'm going to start with one of the legs. We're going to start from the bottom and then work our way up to the top. So when we cut this out, I used just the profile on the internet. There was like this Batman pose that he had saw of him standing on a rock. And I was like, yeah, we can make that. It was a really good profile too. So it was easy for us to cut this out and make that profile what we wanted it to be. So we're going to take a little bit of that off of there, because Lil Man added so much tape. That's cool. So we got the leg. We got the leg of Batman. So we took his leg. Sorry, Batman. We're going to give it back eventually. But right now, we're going to have to do some work. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to cut out the section where his leg. Okay. Okay. Wait. I folded it up, taped it, and it seems that, okay. So like I'm about to do an origami. That's what we should do on this channel too. We should do some origami. Yeah, that would be so much fun. Anyway, so we got our little slice of Batman leg. We probably could make a few of these too. And now that I think of it, we could make like a few of these little Batman legs. So I'm just gonna I'll put that down here. So now we have Batman's leg. And we're just gonna cut this smooth out real quick. I guarantee this is probably just gonna take us an hour to do, unless I BS a little bit, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe it might just, oops, I cut that too close. Dang it. And then maybe it might take us a little longer. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. Probably should have just thought about it and then avoided that thought, because I could have. All right, so let's restructure this real quick. I'm not into making mistakes today. Only happy thoughts. Oh my gosh, bro. And the first one I cut out is crazy. All right, so we're not gonna use that one. I don't know how I did that one. I should have laid it down because that's how it needs to be done. Whoa. Okay. I should have got an iron too. I could have just ironed all of this stuff out flat. I could have. I so could have. All right, Batman. I apologize for that, bro. All right, now we got the layer we need. So we're just gonna cut this smooth. Perfect. All right, so we're gonna cut this little Batman leg out. Wait, I'm missing a bunch of stuff. You said thank you. You said no problem. Let's do this. Let's go. Hey, Kinfolk, how's the day? What's up, Ant? My day is good, man. My day is so good. I got up this morning and I was like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna start something that my son allowed me to begin with him. And I was like, you know what? Today we're gonna finish this. Maybe not finish all of it because I think there's some other things that I'll probably want to add to this little Batman, but it's been a couple months and I have not worked on the Batman in his room because that's where we're located right now. How about I just face this way? I feel weird not. There we go. I feel weird not facing the other way. But anyway, so we're in my son's room right now, and I kind of wanted to paint and I wanted to add some decor and you know, just upscale it just a little bit because there's really no paint in here. And I told him, I was like, you know, you can paint on the walls if you want to. You know, any child, any person is like, when you get the opportunity to do something, you know, ravishing like that, they're like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do. So I was like, well, why don't we just figure out something to put on the walls? You know, like we don't have to paint the walls. We could just figure out maybe a cartoon character. He was like, Batman's got to go up there. And I was like, I didn't even know you liked Batman like that. I had no idea he even liked Batman like that. Now, don't get me wrong. Like, there's some scenarios where I was like, he's hinting at Batman. And I was like, okay, well, I didn't know. I had no idea. So I was like, in order for me to be the best that I can be, just the title, the best that I can be, I said I'm gonna hold up on my word, and I said I was gonna get this done. So what we're doing is we're just cutting out the legs of Batman, which is really funny because I said I wasn't gonna change anything. Here's the first leg, but check this out. If y'all don't know this, right? So this right here, does anybody know what this look like? If y'all can see that. Does anybody know what this look like? This is my son's artwork. I'm not gonna show you. Yeah, but he made this September 2020. No, some real stuff. He painted this in 2020. He's 10 now, and he painted this in 2020. I was like, what the heck? So my son did this artwork. So I was like, oh, okay, well, you know, let's go. Like, I didn't even know my son could even like thought process these things out. He did. He made that all by himself. And that was the face of Batman. So what we got right here, which I cut out, pretty cool smooth leg. You know what I'm saying? If Batman's leg went this way, you know what I'm saying, we would be cool with that, but it don't look like that. So, but we got one leg, and I think I want to cut at least two of these out first. Because my thought process was like, what if you're gonna do, you know, a painting or draw Batman or whatever, like do two of them. Twos are always like the best numbers to work with. So that's what we're gonna hint at right now. And I'm gonna release this from. You said, wait. I gotta hold on. I'm getting too far ahead without reading the chat. I apologize. You said, Ken folks, how's the day? You said W parent. Let's go. I appreciate that. I be trying, man. I swear I be trying. But that's Batman's. That's his leg somewhere in between here. It's a little off, but because I think the crotch area was not the same size. But you know, we gonna figure it out. That's Batman's leg. He's supposed to be standing on a rock. Like there's a boulder down here at the bottom. So yeah, so that's how we're gonna do that. I'm gonna put Batman's leg up here real quick so you guys can see the progress. Because if I don't put it up there, it won't even look like we were progressing. It just looks like we were talking and not actually cutting out the paper. So we'll just put his leg up in here. Wait, it's still off. Just like that. I'm gonna put another piece of little tape down there too. Because we gotta move fast. I don't like to move slow. I mean, I like to get things done, but we don't have to move slow about it. So let's see, I'll put another piece of tape up there just to finesse the idea that we're working towards. So then Batman had his hand on top of his kneecap. So like this is the perfect picture. Like this is like the pride stance. Like you're prideful in who you say you are. Like that's the stance right there, bro. For real, for real. Let's go. But anyway, so we're gonna cut another Batman. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm too close to the. I think I'm too close to the wall. Maybe that's what that is. So get off the table. And we're gonna cut another Batman. It would be cool, you know. He come in the room. And he's like, "Oh, not one Batman, but two Batman. You had time to do that?" And I'll be like, "You know what? It's all for you, man." That's all I could think about is doing something that I had fun, you know, helping you create, you know, the experience for. So let's cut out this other Batman leg real quick. Like I said, we're gonna do twos of these because we'll just make two Batmans. You know, why not? I have fun cutting stuff too, so cutting out two Batman was not a difficult experience for me. So that's what we gonna do. And that's what we gonna do. And so this is leftover paper because a lot of my canvas were sold. So I took them out of what's the word? I took them out of the shell when I packaged everything at some point. So the ones that got sold, this is the paper that the canvas was holding hostage. Yeah, that's how it sounds. And so I released it, rolled the paper back up, flattened it, and put it in a little storage room. So a lot of the canvas are now it's safely at somebody else's home. So this is I like this. This is the result of the papers. All right, so we got another. Wait. I gotta get his boot. But anyway, yeah. So this is my day. And this is how we're gonna make stuff happen. So we got two Batman legs, which is probably gonna go somewhere else. We're gonna put this. I'm gonna put this over here just to make sure that that's not in the way. So that's our Batman leg right there. I'm gonna make sure that stuff's out of the way. And then so let's get his thigh. And just like I said, I think that his crotch area and then his back thigh is not thick enough. So we're just gonna thicken this up because you know we got to get some meat up there. Batman is not, you know, whatever. Batman is Batman. So we're gonna take his arm. Just like I said, my son, he put all of this up by himself. I just cut out the paper for him. You know, because first times for everything, we don't really know how things, you know, we don't really know how everything works. So I helped him figure out, you know, the profile. That's what it's called, the profile of Batman. And that's what I did. You said it's so good. You said I love it. Let's go. I subscribe to you. I appreciate you subscribing, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. You said have a good day. You're a W. I appreciate that. I am a W. I'm a W. I love it. So this is the other side. I'll cut this out real quick. I probably could put both of these together too. And let's just cut both of these out. I think both of these are going to work. That's one. This is two. No. See ya. All right, so we're gonna do. Like I said, I should have ironed this paper. I really probably could have just broke out the iron, put it on the lowest temperature, and flattened all this paper out. But I wanted it to be like texture, like a little gritty and stuff like that, because, you know. But I'm overthinking it. It's not that serious. I'm sure it's not a complicated structure either. So my brain's like perfection as always. So we're not gonna stop trying to get perfection. We're gonna hold the horses back just a little bit today, because it's not that serious. My son's not gonna be like, oh my gosh, the paper's all wrinkly. What were you thinking when you cut out the paper and didn't iron it? Because he probably wouldn't even think of stuff like that. Only I, the adult, because perfectionism is the way the world wants us to be. And yeah, I gotta calm down a little bit on that. I can only perfect on my artwork. You know what I'm saying? Like when people want stuff and they're like, no, I want it this way, not that way. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta make sure it's perfect, because if I don't, you don't want to buy it. You don't want to take it home because it's not perfect. So I actually just really weird. I just think about that too, because it took me a long time to figure out what perfection means. And perfection is in the eye of the one who beholds the situation. So if you think it's not good enough, you won't take it home. Like if it was a lost puppy out there somewhere in the world, if that puppy did not look the way that you wanted it to look, you won't take it home. You'll just keep driving by. Be like, oh, somebody else will think it's perfect and take it home, but not me. Not me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we think. And I've been living like that for a very long time. And I'm not sorry about it. It's just the way the world programs us to think. And you know, I work for a bunch of different major companies, and perfection is all they saw. You know, so I kind of had to live like that. And I made tons of things for people, and they're like, oh, that's not the right way. I don't want it that way. I want it this way. I gotta have it this way because I'm paying you this way, blah 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 blah. And so my structured thought was I have to get perfection out, because that's the only thing that people consider when spending their money. Like if it don't work, they like, no, I'm bringing this back, bro. You could have this because it's not perfect. And that's the realest thing. That's the realest thing I ever thought about. You know what I'm saying? I'll put you here. And this is the Batman arm. It's somewhere in between here. Okay. You said, how many subs do you have? I have no idea. I didn't look today. I'm pretty sure there's quite a few though. You said I'm a sub to you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So the goal with subbing, okay, I could have 469,000 people who have subbed to my channel, right? And a lot of that stuff matters to other people, but none of that stuff matters if you're getting something out of my channel. So if you come here, you see my artwork, you see my creativity, and you're not taking something home, you subbing makes no difference to me. You know what I'm saying? I can get paid off of the fact that maybe you subbed, like, you know, but none of that stuff matters if you're not getting something out of what I am showing you that you can do yourself. Like you can go home and be like, I'm gonna do this too. Like it's the simplest pattern. I just thought that it would be a good idea for us to do something, you know, me and my son to do something that would strike, you know, a connection, you know, his love language, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, maybe he loves Batman. And I didn't even know. Like, we never really talked about Batman like that until he was like, I want Batman on my wall. And I was like, you know what? Let's do that. Let's, out of all of the creativity in the world, let's just do that. And that's what we said we were going to do. And so that's what matters. So I want him to see that I love him and that his creativity and thoughts matter. And that's what counts right now. So that's what I'm working on. When you say you want to sub, I want you to feel that love. I want you to feel that connectivity, because that's what we're here on this channel about. Numbers matter to somebody, but if you're not connecting with the things that I'm creating on this channel, then you're in the wrong place. If I'm here just to make you laugh, you know what I'm saying? You just come here for a laugh, and that's what you're going to come here for. But just like I said, those numbers, they're just numbers, my friends. That's it. I want you to be like, yo, this is what I did because you encouraged me to do something that I never thought was possible. That's what I really wanted to be. Yep. That's what I really wanted to be. So that's Batman's inner arm, I think. I think it should be a little out here, but that's fine. We're just going to keep it moving. So we're going to cut out another one, and maybe this will be it. You said he's going to be amazed that you made it for him. He will, because guess what I'm going to do? This video, right? This is just a live stream, but the video, I'm going to send him the link, and then he going to be like, oh, you started working on it. And I was like, yeah, because I thought about you, and I thought it in consideration that it would be, you know, something well worth you experiencing, because, you know, he's with his mom today. So, you know, those things, they matter. So I'm thinking about him, and I'm hoping that his day is good. So I wanted to do something that inspired me, and he inspired me to do something, you know, worth thinking about. So that's what we're doing today. Yep. I got up this morning. I was like, yo, we got to do something that helps the day become greater. That's how I thought I was going to be greater today, by doing something that I love doing. Wait, I still did it again. Oh, I still did it again. Maybe I can just, I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it, Batman. We're going to get you. We're going to get you, Batman. Anyway. You say he's going to be amazed. You said, oh, that was it. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Like, numbers do matter, but I don't know. The lifespan of numbers is like, okay, I've seen those numbers before in a bunch of different places. So, okay. I don't know how many subs do you have on your channel, Minnie? How many subs you trying to get to? I mean, like I said, I would love to get to like 400,000 subs. I would love to hit that number. I don't know what day it's gonna be. I don't know what the month gonna look like. I don't know what my voice is gonna sound like. I don't know what my hair, my clothes, and all the other stuff like that when I hit that number. But I'm gonna be gracious, because today is the start of that, and I'm just working towards creating is part of that process, and that's what I believe. I believe in that process. Yep. Maybe it's a slow process for me, but oh, it doesn't bother me. Because maybe this is just a climb. Maybe this is just like one of those hills you got to climb all by yourself. I don't know. All right, I'm going to put this Batman arm right there. We're going to put you up here. Get over here. Because this is the whole entire Batman Okay, so let's just take this down then. We'll take this down first. Because this was an easy process for me. Like, my brain can follow shapes well, if that makes sense. So that's how I created this Batman off a little of nothing. I had the picture that he showed me. He was like, "This is the Batman. You have to make it this way." And I was like, "You know what? Let's do it that way then." So we got a little profile picture. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, I got 5 likes already, bro. Let's go. Ooh, sob stories. People don't like sob stories. Okay. All right, so Batman here. There's a cut there. Okay, we're gonna cut this internal here. You said, I hope you have a good, wait, what? Oh, I'm reading it. I'm reading the pinned message over and over again. I hope you have a good day. So what's your day look like? Does your day, no, I need to assert. Your day is going to be exactly the way that you said it's going to be. Exactly the way that you orchestrate the day. That's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. Yep. Yep. That's exactly the way. Yep. Oops. So I'm gonna have to get the boulder too, because the boulder is like the thing that Batman is hiked his leg up onto. So that's what we're gonna have to figure out too, is the boulder. Sorry. Let's make sure we get his arm in there. Face. It was. And we'll just cut down the line. Maybe we'll make a left and right Batman. Maybe one side it'll be Batman standing this way, and then the other side it'll be standing like that. I like this and I like that. Because I think it needs to go up and into. Okay. So yeah, I like that figure. All right, come on, Batman. We got some things to do. The city needs to be saved. So we're gonna put some tape. Yeah, this was. I guess it was something. Thank you. Appreciate that. Y'all saw that, right? Probably should just peel out some tape since it's. There we go. Peel out some tape. Some tape here. So the funny thing is, I sent my son what I call care packages. I don't know if anybody knows what they are. It's like fulfilling something that someone might need if they're overseas, somewhere far, or they might have necessities that they don't have. So you send them a box full of necessities, and it's called a care package. So it's probably as long as I can remember, I've received them, sent them out to family, friends, and et cetera, et cetera. So I told my son, I was like, before Christmas, I was like, hey, I'm gonna send out a care package. And he automatically was like, yeah, I'm gonna get a box full of stuff that my dad thought of. So I was like, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put a bunch of these items in the box and you're gonna get them. And so now you don't know what's gonna come in the box, so it's like a surprise. And I thought of it and I was like we should do this often. So I think I've sent them out maybe four or five boxes called care packages. So he received it on Friday. Yeah. So I was delighted because I was like, I didn't hear from him on Friday, but he had told me that he had received it. And I was like, oh, let's go. Let's go. So it made me happy that he got what he said he needed before Christmas had came. This might be too high up. I think that's right. So do stuff like that because you don't know who is going through whatever. They might just need deodorant. You just never know like what the response will be, and then maybe they can pass that along to somebody else because you did something that they didn't know was possible. A care package. I just got a box, just a regular box from Walmart for $1, and I put as many things as I think that he would enjoy for the experience of receiving, and that's it. And just kept it moving, you know. And when he said he got it, I was like, let's go. I'm glad that the postal system, no, I sent it out FedEx because FedEx got there in 2 days. So, and that was, you know, the best part of because I like giving gifts. And so that's what I said that, his hand's missing. I got to draw you a hand. Okay. All right. So I got to draw Batman a hand because I didn't see that part. I didn't draw Batman's hand at some point, so that's cool. Anyway, so yeah, like doing stuff like that. I've been doing stuff like this since I was a kid. Like for real. Like you don't think how people were like. What am I saying? Like for? Like we just don't know what other people are going through. So you might be like, I got this time. I have something that I know that I can share with somebody else. And so random people will receive stuff for the holidays from me. And I'm not boasting or bragging, but I really enjoy the fact that people receive stuff from me. And I guess that's what life is about because I'm not expecting anything. Probably I should be expecting stuff from friends and family and hoo-ha and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, it's cool. People don't think like I do. And I have to understand. I have to live with that understanding that it's okay that I spent my entire life gifting things to people. And that was my love language. That is my love language. Where are we going with that one? You know? Like that really is. Like I'll just send you something because I thought that it would be nice for people or you or your friends or whoever, blah, 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 blah. And that's what I've been doing for years at this point. Just like I said, it's not the same for everybody else because they don't think like that. So I don't lose sleep, you know, when people don't do the same thing for me because they don't think like I do. And I'm happy that they don't think like me. Because I don't want nobody to think like me. You know, like it would be weird if somebody was like, yo, I think like you, bro. I act like you. I'm just like it'd be crazy. Like, I don't know how I could well, maybe I could handle it because I'm a cool person. I'm a real cool person. So maybe that's what we need more of. But I don't know. But yeah, care package. Like I said, it cost me I don't know, maybe it cost me like $60 or something. But just like I said, that's my love language. And she know it. Oh, buddy. Oh, she knows it. I remember, I'm gonna tell you like this. My son's mom, I used to make things for her. The first time, let's just say, yo, why is all okay, we're gonna have to do something about that, bro. I am realizing that is not functional. But anyway, so I realized that, you know, these are the first impressions on people. So I take them, I take them pretty serious. When I tell somebody, oh, I don't even have to tell you, I'm just going to do something for you. And then that's the extent of what my love feels like. And so I used to, I kind of still do stuff like that, but my son's mom, I will, when we see each other, I'll bring a gift because that's what my family did for a very, very, very long time. If you're meeting someone, let's just say it's for the first time. First impressions are everything. They mean so much to people because not only are you building memories for people, but you're bringing moments of clarity on who that person says that they are. And I'm explaining this like you have a clue what the heck I'm talking about, but we're working on Batman's belt. Kind of looks like his grill, but this is his belt. This is what my son, hold on. This is what my son made. He cut out the little shapes of Batman's belt. Like, I think this is like the pack where he has like the smoke bombs. Maybe this is the bat ring, and this is like, I don't know, something that remote control. I don't know, but that's what all the little pieces and stuff that he put together for Batman's waistband. So I have to keep that construct. So we're gonna cut out a bunch of these little pieces that he made, and we're just gonna attach it here, and then we're just gonna cut around it, and then that should be easy. But anyway, so yeah, so the first time someone meets, another person, I offer them a gift. Now, if they take it, they take it. If they don't, because I had some people be like, no, I'm not taking that. I'm like, okay, well, I'll take it back then. That's fine. What's up, Condry? Oh, no, K Andrews. I think that's how you say it. K Andrews. What's happening? How you doing? Yo, can I get some more likes up here, though, bro? Because if you're not going to stay forever, I want other people to know that I am, I'm actually live. And YouTube will tell other people that I'm live based on the likes. Because if there's no likes, YouTube will not send other people. They'll be like, yo, it's not worth watching. But I think this is pretty worth watching right now. We're making a poster artwork for my son because this is his room we're in right now. And the next time he comes and visits, I want him to see what it is that we created together, because we started this, and I want to make sure that we get a good finished product on, something that we had started. So I'm cutting out paper to orchestrate this pattern of Batman. Yep. So that's what we're doing today. Hold on, I don't want to get sidetracked. But yeah, so when I was a kid, my family used to meet up all the time. Like, if it wasn't every weekend, it was like, we gonna meet up the following week. And that's how it went. Either my aunt, my uncles, we would just all meet up. And we would eat, we'd celebrate, we'd talk. They play games together, they sing, and we listen to music and dance and stuff like that. So I remember that coming up as being a part of the daily, like I said, if I didn't see them, because everybody's working or they got school or something, it'd be like the following week, And so they brought gifts. Somebody be like, hey, I brought something to eat, or I brought, something new to the table. And that's what we got out of the experience. Oh, this bat thing. I don't know. We're gonna have to do this in gold or something. I don't know if I like it all black. I have gold too. We'll cut out some splotches of gold. I think that's how we're gonna do that. Because I want to keep up this pattern that my son had created for these parts. So I have some gold. It's a little shimmery. It's a little shimmery and stuff. So so yeah, so the whole point was that we'd find each other's love language, we find each other's needs and wants, and we would just celebrate each other. And giving gifts helped solidify the energy that we were all looking forward to when seeing each other, when meeting for like the first time, because that's what it felt like. So let's just say, you never thought about it, but you're meeting that person for the first time. Maybe you saw them last week, but they're a whole different person. Their week has gone by and they've thought differently, and they've organized their life to be something that they claim that they want to be based on, those thought processes. And I really enjoyed that part. So I took that from, my early experiences, and I kept that going. Like when my mom comes through, like for real, I bring my mom flowers every time I get to see her. Every time. And I try to do my best. Maybe once in a while, I just didn't get to the store in time or whatever. And the meetup was, but I felt like it was necessary to show my appreciation as bringing a gift. Like, I don't know if you realize that, but people in different countries do stuff like that. This is a regular way of how you are treated. And, sometimes, I meet up with people and they bring nothing to the table. They bring absolutely nothing to the table. I'm not saying that they're worthless or, but you have to remember, I'm trying to have reason to come back to you based on the things that you do for, you do for yourself. That's how I see it. You don't buy flowers for yourself? Why? Why not? You don't buy yourself happy stuff, or maybe you do and you just save it for yourself and nobody else gets to see, nobody else gets to see that. I understand. So we're gonna put, oh wait, is this upside down? Okay, this is gonna go like this. So I'm being long-winded with this, but the strategy is that we do for ourselves so others can do, alike type situations. And it's easy, bro. It's so easy. Somebody said, oh, well, I don't like receiving gifts, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, well, damn, your childhood must suck. Like, for real. Think about that right now. Let's just say you go the rest of your life and nobody gave you anything. You know how bad that feels when no one's thinking about you? Because that's what it comes down to. Somebody's not thinking about you. Nope, they're not thinking about you at all. That sucks. That part of our existence should not go that way, because we're amazing creatures, and sometimes you need validation to keep that part of our experience going. For real. You don't feel needed, wanted, or deserved. So what are you going to do? Wait, how did I do this? Okay, so you need to be cut in here. So let's cut you this way. I'm trying to keep the parts my son created, because he created this piece that was Batman's belt. It's supposed to go like this. So I'm trying to keep all of the pieces on his belt line together, so it fits like this. Yeah. Anyway, so that's what I said I did this year. Let me see, it's December. So I think, like I said, once I get that idea, like, everybody gonna give some gifts. Everybody gonna get something because I care about them. And that really matters. I don't care how old you are. You can find time. I used to do that when I was a kid. Mom, the holidays would come around, and my mom would be like, "Well, why didn't you get me something?" And I would feel real, like I would feel so freaking bad. I like mentally, it would just like it would linger for so long. I was like, "Yeah, I don't know why I didn't." And she was like, she made it a point and would say that not that I didn't care, but I didn't think enough on that situation because everybody else did it. All of the other family members were doing it. Now, was I paying attention? Absolutely, I was paying attention at some point. Did I know how to do it? I didn't because I wasn't being taught. Where do I get these items from? Where do I structure this idea that, I can get these things? Am I supposed to steal it? Am I supposed to make it? And so I just started making stuff. I started, designing things and being like, okay, well, this is your gift. And they would appreciate it just like that. And we would just keep it moving for real. Yep. Yep. Because I remember I bought something, and I swear, like I brought something from a, oh man, it's gonna make me feel some type of way too. I bought this CD. No, I think it was a CD. It was it a CD? No, it was a cassette. It was cassette tapes. We went to one of the garage sales, right? I'm talking to myself today. Damn, I'm talking to myself. So I went to a garage sale and I saw like, all these things and it was music. And I was like, oh, my mom likes music, so let me buy this. It was cheap, cost me like 50 cents or something. And I was like, wow, I can afford this. So I bought it and I bought it home and then I wrapped it up and I gave it to my mom. And she was really upset because she was like, I don't listen to music like this. Yep. Interesting, right? Not saying that she was doing anything else, but I didn't realize how these things would affect people because it did. Let's just say I didn't get her anything. Let's just say it was her birthday. I didn't get her nothing. I didn't get her a daggone thing for her birthday. She would still feel some type of way because she felt like she was not important. She was not worthy of receiving anything. And I was like, you know what? I can do better. I can definitely do better. Yep. That actually wow. And I'm bringing that up too. That actually made me feel some type of way too. Dang. Dang. Oof. Childhood experiences, huh? I think this goes underneath. This one goes on top. All right, we're almost done with this piece too. The little Batman belt. But yeah, so a lot of things, we don't realize what forms our thought process. And did I want to do right? Absolutely. Did I want to do wrong? Probably not. I never thought about doing wrong. I just thought about doing things that made sense at that point, and I did my best. Yep. So I was like, if it's her birthday, if his special day because it's his birthday or it's Christmas or something, I really go out of my way. So I made a point, like somebody this year about to receive something they wasn't even expecting. I'm gonna get a phone call or a text or something like that. I was like, hey, I wasn't expecting anything in the mail. And I was like, you know what? You don't have to. Because I was expecting to do something that I thought was worthy of your love. I said this the other day too. Love goes both ways. It really does. Love goes both freaking ways in the world that we experience. It really does. I think this part is not sharp because I didn't realize it until people started telling me that they never really received gifts, and I was like, well, what the heck? What are we doing in life? We just, I understand everything is about money. 100%. I really understand that everything that we do is about money. Yep. Are you happy that you have enough money? Nope. Are you happy that you're making money? Nope. Are you happy? Nope. Because it's all about money. Yep. But the gift that you give, priceless, bro. 100% priceless. Because it's the thought, it's the language, it's the action behind it. And bam, we got ourselves a gold belt Batman. How about those apples, Batman? I like that. Let's get some tape. We're going to put this up. Oh, man, I got to make 2 of those, though. Shoot. I don't have enough gold. Okay. We won't have enough gold for that one. We'll just make one, come back to it, and maybe we'll make it another color or something. Maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe that's what we'll do. I got to take his... So we'll just put it on the back. I really feel like I'm talking to myself the whole entire time here. I feel weird. Oh my gosh. I feel so weird talking to myself, but I don't care. I'm crazy. Oh, so let me tell you this. So if I'm crazy, there are only 2 types of people. There are only 2 types of people. And I feel like I'm going to share this with my son, and I'm going to say the same exact way. There are only 2 types of people in this world. There are people who are crazy, and there are people who are insane. And something about being insane, you just cannot come back from. I don't care who and up and down. You don't ever outlive that part. Now, we're all crazy to start out with. We're crazy because we're born. We're crazy because we die. And so we have to understand the parts of this thought. Yep. All right, so we're gonna put this up here. Yeah. We're gonna take this off the wall. And so, because let's just say you go your entire life believing something, okay? And then somebody comes about and be like, no, that's not true. Who taught you that? And you're like, well, that's what I was told. So what you do in that point, this could be any example. What you do in that point is you reconsider if that new alignment of thought process, if that is the value that you're going to keep or not. Real stuff. You either going to keep that thought process as, no, this is how I thought of it. This is how I believe it. Okay. And then some people be like, all right, you know what? I'll accept what you said is true. Okay. I'll accept what you said is true. The part where I thought was true, not true anymore. So what you do is you accept it. Now you accepting that makes you what? Makes you crazy, because you're accepting something that you knew at some point in time. This paper's not. You're accepting something that you now have to change your mind, your thought process, your everything. Who you say you are, you have to change that, because now somebody told you and probably even gave you facts that whatever you thought was not correct. That makes you crazy, because you believe something that was not correct. Now you're accepting the fact that you were wrong. That makes you crazy. Now, the other half of that is, let's just say you're like, you know what? I'm going to keep my belief system the way I said it was, and you're going to keep on moving. You're allowed to do that. Absolutely, 100%, because you believed what you say you wanted to believe, and that's what you say you believe. So that makes you insane. I'm telling you what you just thought was incorrect, but you're going to go above and beyond because you said, no, this is how I think of it. This is how it's supposed to be. Like I said, there's only 2 types of people. That's it. 2 types of people in this existence. You're either crazy or you're insane. And there's nothing I can do about it, because you're the only one that can change your mind. You are the only one. The world may give you whatever you believe you should have for that thought process, but nah, buddy. That ain't it. That's not correct. Like I tell you that the world is flat, right? Somebody goes out there and proves to you that the world is flat. The only thing you have to do is accept it and keep on moving. Yep. That's all you got to do. Just accept it. Keep on moving. You can't change the world being flat. Absolutely not. You can accept that it's flat, but that is the way that it goes. All right, so Batman's crotch is something like this. How do I know? Because the picture that I had showed it like this. I think I was in a hurry when I was cutting these the first time too. It's probably some nighttime stuff. Anyway, so, but that's what I came to the conclusion that there are only two types of people. And you can try to prove me wrong if you want to, but you know what that'll make you? That'll make you crazy too, trying to prove me wrong. That there are different and more types of people. No, that's it. Oh my gosh, and I got it right the first time. Let's go. We're gonna put this underneath his belt. And okay, just gotta get tape up here. Oh, Caesar. Wait. It's okay to talk to you. You said thank you, Aunt. You said it's okay to talk to yourself. That's all right. Oh my gosh, bro. Appreciate that. I asked, okay, I'm gonna have to put you know what? I really have to. I'm gonna make more videos on my channel, and I really wanted to make this channel like about me. And I'm gonna say it's about me because this is my thought process, and whatever you get on this channel is because I made it. That's it. Everybody that make their own stuff have their own way of doing it, have their own psychological like beliefs in it. And I'm going to tell you, I know everything about this planet. Okay. I know absolutely everything because I've been here long enough to experience it. Okay. Now I may not have experienced everything, but I know everything because if 1 + 1 is not 2, then it could be whatever number you say it wants. It should or could or whatever. And I believe that because somebody told me one day that if I do something and the results are this, then that means that the results could have been whatever and however I wanted them to be because I made it. Yep. Oh, what if, let's just say an example is a really crazy example. What if I said I bought something, my change came out to $2.52, right? And I was like, you know what? You can keep the $2.50, whatever that is. So that means that what the total came out to was more than what I stated or what was stated. And I agreed on that. And that's it. So if you say 1 + 1 is 2, and then you get back and you're like, wait, I didn't get my $2.50 and change, like something wrong with that. Somebody else might have thought, no, it's not wrong. I wanted the $2.50 and I wanted whatever the total was to be that. And that's how it's going to be. And that's how we're going to end it. You can argue till you're blue in the face, but that's what my number said. And you're going to have to agree with that. Now, just like I said, if you wanted it to be something else, then that's what you're going to have to agree on. Well, we don't have to agree. We can disagree and keep on moving. You can file a lawsuit, small claims court, and whatever, and just keep it moving. But, you know, you're going to be fighting a long time up against the hill for $2.50. But, you know, it's not that serious. And I'm not about to drive myself insane when you tell me that 1 + 1 is freaking 3. I'm sorry, you're just not. We just not gonna go there. So I'm just gonna accept it, keep on moving, and that's how the cookie goes. So me talking to myself. So I asked somebody if they talk to themselves. I asked I asked 4 people at once. Like we were all together, and I asked them. I was like, "Hey, do you talk to yourself?" And the one lady, she says no. And then she reversed it and thought about it. She gave me an example of why she said that she don't talk to herself. And I was like, somebody made you think that it was not okay for you. It was not okay for you to talk to yourself. So she was like, no, I don't talk to myself. And then she was like, oh, I do talk to myself. And I was like, dang, that's really unfair. Somebody would force you to believe something that, you said you believe. You believe that you talk to yourself. Let's just keep it moving. You talk to yourself. And so then she told me how she, what she was thinking about and what she was blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, well, then you do talk to yourself. And it doesn't make you crazy, because you got to remember, people will be like, yo, you're crazy. And throughout the years, you being crazy, people will send you to a place you ain't never been before. And that's where you got to stay until somebody else performs acts on you and tests and stuff and be like, oh, they're not crazy no more. I don't know what they were going through before, but they're not crazy. But I just talked to myself because I thought when I'm alone, I was able to clarify who I say I am. And that's all that really mattered. Nothing else mattered. Why would it matter to you that I talk to myself? Why? Because I wasn't talking to you, or you didn't get the full function of what the talk was, or whatever, whatever that was. But it's interesting because I was like, dang, okay, that's one person that I can agree with that can agree with me that talking to yourself is okay, right? So the other person was like, he was like, yeah, I talk to myself. And then he realized that this conversation was going to go deeper. Okay. So he was like, one of my favorite, hold on. I'm missing the chat. But he was like, wait, my brother talked to himself. And then he realized that this is something that we don't talk to other people about, because it will make everybody else believe that we are not the same. Okay? We're not the same because we don't all do the same acts. But once again, I don't even know how we all gonna be the same if we don't live the same lives. I don't know what y'all do out there. I don't know how y'all do yourselves, when no one else is there to help you complete yourself. Like there's missing stuff if that's how it comes out to. That's our other leg. We're gonna put that over there. But I just thought it was interesting because not only did I get 2 people, and then 4, because she was telling me about his brother and stuff like that. And then I was like, you know what? Like it's gotta be everybody. Everybody thinks the same exact way. Like, well, not the same exact way, but everybody thinks that it's not okay to talk to themselves. Because I'm like, well, what if you're in a car by yourself? You're gonna listen to music, you're gonna listen to the traffic, you're gonna listen to the sounds of, the car running, but like that's it. That's it. There's nothing else. There's no internal monologue on where am I going, or how do I feel about myself, or did I appreciate, where I'm taking myself at that point on that journey. Like that's all internal monologue. That's you talking to yourself. And you should encourage yourself to talk to yourself. Why? Because you are who you say you are. That's it. Out loud. You're going to tell people this is who I am. Forget about showing people, because people will believe whatever it is you show them. Like if I show you a magic trick right now, you only gonna believe because I showed you that. That's it. I'm not gonna tell you the magic trick was wrong. I'm not gonna tell you anything else different. Blah 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 blah. I'm in the way of the Batman. You say, hey, what up, Mr. J? Not much. Just chilling. What's up, Caesar? You said one of my favorite painters. Let's go. Appreciate that. I appreciate that. That makes me feel good. That makes me feel real good. You said, oh, that red cup. We on the same vibe. Yeah, and it's crazy because I have gray, I have green, I have red, and there's one other color too. I think there's like a tan or something cup too. But I brought up red today too. Isn't that wild? That's some wild stuff right there. Yeah, we're definitely on the same vibration. Yep. You said them hats I saw on the website will be my 2026 spring vibe. As F, bro. You said gonna cop them early though before they get gone. I think they're only I think there are only 5 left. I think I made 20. I made like 20 of them. I bought like a huge box of them. I think there was 20 of them to start with, but I think there was only 5 left. Somebody during October, I had 3 people buy during October. Nobody bought any hats in November, and no one's bought anything. No one's bought any hats in December yet. So yeah. But once they're gone, I'm gonna buy some fresh ones, and then add some new details and stuff like that to the hats. I made this hat too. That's another hat that I made. Yeah. Yeah, get one for sure. For sure. It's got your name on it too. I promise you, it's got your name on it. You said she's lying. Everybody talks to themselves. That's not true. And I'm telling you, that's not true. I'm telling you, because she stated that her mom, or no, she said her boyfriend's mom doesn't talk to herself. She doesn't have that that internal monologue. She said whatever she says, or whatever she's thinking, she just says it out loud. That's what she, that's what my friend's boyfriend's mom claimed. And then her boyfriend claimed that he didn't talk to himself either. So I'm like, they all live in the same house. So you can either hear, believe, or not. And you're just going to have to accept the fact that she said that, they just don't talk to themselves. And, I've heard it a couple times that other people don't have that internal monologue. They just say whatever it is that they're thinking, if that makes sense. The first, like, let's just say the energy is like, go do this. And then you just go do that based on that. But I don't know. I'm just here just like everybody else. So you tell me whatever you want me to believe. And that's what I have to do. I just have to believe that and keep moving forward. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So I have to make Batman's foot or leg, his foot. So y'all see what I just did, right? I don't know if y'all saw that I didn't really have anything other than the white cutouts, but I'm just pulling paper off the floor, cutting it out, and making a full figure. I'm telling you, if you guys are not picking up on this stuff, you're never going to catch up what's happening right now. All right, so I'm going to cut out Batman's foot because he's in like this pose. This foot right here. I don't know if you can see it if the table's too high, but his foot is standing on top of a rock. And I'm not really sure what this foot was doing, but I'm going to add the fact that if I'm standing like this, then my foot is either planted firmly forward. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna put his foot planted forward, and then we're just gonna draw his boots going up on a Tuesday. And this one's gonna go. Oops, almost cut my daggone finger, bro. Be careful with that. Oh. Sorry you can't see the cuts, but is that thick enough? That might be thick enough. Might be wide enough. But I don't care. I'm just gonna add some tape to this. Woo! And keep on going. And keep on going. But yeah, like I said, I just have to believe, like whatever that meaning is for you, that's just what comes out. That's your meaning. I think I need to cut this a little shorter because I think he's got spikes on his boots like that ride out, but let's just put. Maybe it's a little lower. I don't know. It's close enough. An inch or two, whatever. Oh, you can see that from here. It's just the texture in the way. You said she's lying. You said, Everybody talks to themselves. You talk to yourself in your head every day. Everybody does. So yeah, I'm if you say it, I believe it then. Yep, I believe it, Ant. Absolutely. Wait, Ant, do you talk to yourself? Because you didn't state if you did. Do you talk to yourself? Caesar, do you talk to yourself in your head? Is that how you is that how you navigate life? Because I really detail plan out things in my head, like from the lights, from the figure to the place, to me standing there, to me talking to a person, to what I'm going to say, like all of this stuff. Like I narrate the entire thing in my head. Like this, I narrated all of this, and that's just how it came out. That's what she. Well, all right. So we gotta get Batman's head. We're gonna get his. I'm gonna get his Batman mask. Like I said, I'm only learning from people. Like I don't know what it takes for people to be who they say they are. I'm learning every single day, and it's been a long time. It's been a crazy long time, and sometimes I still get it wrong. I'll be like, I assume, and it sucks, but they be like, no, that's not me. That's not how I do it. Blah 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 blah, and that's just what I have to go off of, because that's what they say that they do. That's what they say that they are. Yep. Yep, that's what they claim. Yep, that's what they claim. And that's what I have to believe. Lie or no lie, because at that point, that's what you're telling me. You're telling me that you don't have you don't have an internal monologue, then that's what I have to believe. I can't be like, oh, you're a liar, because I don't have no facts on that. I don't know anybody. I don't know anybody. I don't. I really don't know anybody. Nope. Nope. Like every day I have to get acquainted to somebody. Like let's just say you met me in person for the first time. Your experience with me for that first time is not going to be the same as the next time. There might be some similarities because I have there's a word. I have traits of who I say, or no, who I am willing to show you who I am. I have traits of that. But the next meeting would be totally different. We could be talking about cats, dogs, chickens, ducks, hot air balloons, or the fact that I game. Maybe the gaming might be the same, right? But I'll be like, yo, I don't even play that game anymore. So then you don't even know who I am. I switched up everything on you, and now you really don't know what, or who you're talking to. You said I really talk to myself when I'm painting because I'm asking, does that look right? And all that. Wait, hold on. I missed that. Wait. You said talk to myself all the time, bro. No, I don't answer myself. Wait. You say you don't answer yourself. Well, who answers for you then? Wait. If you have a question, who answers it? Who? I heard an owl real quick. So does the owl answer? Who answers? It's funny because I've heard that narrative too. I believe that's your conscience that's talking and answering your question. Or maybe the universe. Maybe the universe just gives you the output that you're looking for. But once again, I don't know who you are. So what you tell me is only what you tell me, and I have to believe that. So I believe, yes, you do talk to yourself, but you don't answer to those. I do. I think it's fun. I think it's fun to play with, because I think at this point in my time, because I said I want to do perfect things, like I believe that I do perfect things. Now, do I actually fulfill that perfection? Yeah, I do. How do I get to that? Because I answered the question like, yeah, you did it perfectly. Because there's nobody else. Who else? There's nobody else in here to tell me I did a good job. So who's going to answer it? The universe? Myself? Do I congratulate myself? Yeah, I'm talking to myself. I'm answering the question, did I do a good job? I can tell myself, F no, you didn't do a good job. What are you talking about? Like, that's so, no, you absolutely did not. Like that's the fun part about it. That's absolutely the fun part about like life is experience. Life as an experiencer. You said I really talk to myself when I'm painting because I'm asking, does that look right? And all that type of thing. Okay. So let's just say you're going to go meet someone, right? And you text them and be like, hey, are we going to meet at this time? Right? Your brain starts to form this stuff. So you're like, are we going to meet at 3:00? They don't answer you for like 30 minutes. So who comes up with the answer if they don't come up with the answer? Like who does? Who's going to give you the answer? Are you going to wait? Or are you just going to be like, you know what? Maybe we should just meet up at 3:00. And then who gave you the answer? Who answered the question? Because the other person didn't text you back. They didn't message you. They didn't call you. Who answered the question? Am I being? Wait, I want to add gold to his face too. Because he's got this like straight line thing. That's what we gonna do. If that's what we gonna do. I want to make his face gold. Oh, maybe his face should have been gold. Maybe that's what I should have did. Oh, buddy, can I fit this in here? I think I can. We gonna try to do this because I want his face. I want the face mask. Well, I want the face part because I don't have enough for his entire mask. Because his entire mask could have been gold. That would have been cool. Hold up. I'll be right back because I just came up with a crazy idea and I don't have enough golds. So hold on 1 second. I might have to go and find. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm not sure if you can hear me anymore because I'm actually downstairs. But we either gonna find some gold or we're gonna find some yellow because I really want that to match his. Let me see. Let me see. We're gonna have to. No, you know what? I think that was the only gold. We only bought one gold strip when we were at the store, and everything else probably either yellow. Dang it. Yeah. Okay. Man, I was so quick to come downstairs too because I was like, yo, I know there's got to be some gold down here, but I think there's only yellow. I think there's only yellow. We'll see if the yellow works. If the yellow doesn't work, then we'll just keep. Because I want to separate the matte in a way that it doesn't. Because I feel like I would have to paint it or add some other color to the. So I'm just gonna cut it out and see if that makes the difference. Yo, and that's the thing. Like, who answers the question? Like, if I had this whole entire idea. Like, who's answering it? Who's telling me? Is this my subconscious telling me that I can do? Oh, man. I probably should have cut it the other way. I don't know. You said crickets? Yeah, I got crickets on that answer, huh? Yeah, I got crickets on that one. That's cool. I'm cool with that. No. Because somebody texted me today And I was like, I don't have the answer to that. I just don't. And so I didn't text him back. Not being what's the word? I just didn't have the answer. And am I kind of hoping that they have the answer? Probably, because they came up with the question. So I'm like, oh, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one there. I don't know. Sometimes it's like it's really up to the other person. But then again, I really don't like other people making decisions for me. But sometimes I just don't have a freaking answer. Like, I just don't have the answer. Nope. Yo, how long have I been streaming for? Because I don't want this to be no 3 hour. Oh shoot, it's 2 hours now. Well, there goes me doing other stuff today. Because like I said, I have other things to do. Spending an hour, I'm cool with spending an hour. Spending 3 hours, time is very valuable. It is a valuable, non-giving back commodity. Oh, I cut it anyway. Dang it. His nose. Okay, so this is the point right here. I'm gonna have to draw that. It's right there. And then the other one is right here. Yeah, we're almost done though, y'all. We are fastly approaching my deadline of getting it done. Because sometimes I'd be like, dang, man, I spent 4 hours doing something that I didn't need to spend no 4 hours doing that. Just like I said, if my time is valuable, like I'm not getting paid for this right now. I'm giving you my free time, you know? And I'm not going to get that back. I'm not saying that this is not worth it, because this is for my son. This is 100% worth it. 100% worth the output. Yep. Yep. I don't know. I like the gold, but it could be. It could be a good thing. It could be. I like the gold. I think I'm just going to keep it like that. And if my son doesn't like it, well, he can come and change it. he can come over here and be like, look, that gold, just I'm not flowing with it all. I don't know why you ain't just make it all black, you know? And then we'll go from there. We'll just go from there. We'll just go from there. But so we're gonna be heading to the end of this live stream. If you guys like the art that you see on my channel, I always tell people to go back and look at my prior videos. Something about people going back and looking at prior videos is just not a thing. So I apologize, but I do have my website in my bio. And if you would like to go and purchase something, you know, I always state like this is something that you want. So if you have it in your budget to spend, you know, the money, then go ahead and do that. You know, we come up to a conclusion that you say you got this in your budget, then that's what you're going to get. And that's what I'm going to send you for supporting me. You know? So if you like some art, you want it, just tag me and be like, hey, this is, I don't know if this looks right, but you know, just tag me on in the message, tag me on the video and tell me exactly what it is that you say you want, and I'll wrap it up something real nice and I'll send it to you. Take that back. Tag me on the video that you saw the item that you say that you want. Okay. I'm going to post the pictures on my website, which my website is in my bio. Go to the website, purchase the item with the number that I gave you, right? If that's what we agree on, that's what you're gonna get on my website, and I'm gonna package it up and I'm gonna send it to you ASAP when you purchase it. And that's how it works. I think it's easier that way because a lot of people live around the country. They live around other places in, you know. So a lot of you guys will not get to see my artwork in person when I do solo shows or group shows in my area. I'm not even sure how many people are attached to like knowing me here in Virginia because that's where I live at. Because I send people to my channel and be like, hey, you know, if you like something, you know, make something. If you like something that I made, then you can buy it. But I don't know, that's really weird. A lot of people, we're gonna have to figure out that one because I don't have like returning people from this local area. I just don't have a lot of people that are on my channel. I don't know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying, but for whatever reason, it's just not trying to help me make that make sense. I think it's up really high. I think. Yeah. Well, Batman. Yeah. Yep. Like I said, it just makes it a little easier for everybody because you're not here. And I think that's it. Except for his hand. I didn't put his hand up there. Batman, you need a hand, huh? Batman, you need a hand. His hand goes. So if it's like, it's got his glove on. So we're going to do. It's like right there. I don't really need the scissors for this because I can see. I can clearly see where his hand is trying to form right here. Oh, I was trying to make straight lines because the character's straight lines. Yep. Like I said, go back and look at my other, except for the Christmas trees. Obviously, people are not making Christmas trees like that, but I put a lot of consideration into the things that I make. I make them because people tell me that they can't create, and I was like, well, you don't create because you don't want to create. That's the idea. You want someone else to come up with the idea, so you just follow along with the pattern, but you don't want to create anything based on your own imagination. And just like I said, when people say that they don't think out loud, I mean, they don't have internal thoughts, it just makes you really believe that you don't have your own consciousness. You don't. And I think that's how we're gonna leave that one. Batman. Yeah, because just like I said, I made this channel so everybody else in the world can figure out how to think when it comes to creating. Because there's billions of ways, hundreds of billions of ways to. Yep. And this is just one way of thinking. That's it. Just one way of thinking. Yep. Just one way of thinking. Wait, why did somebody take a like away? Why y'all do stuff like that? Why y'all do stuff like that? What's the point? Did I hurt your feelings? Did I not do something? Did I not do something right? But yeah, that's Batman, y'all. Let me stand back and look at it because I'm actually gonna take a picture of this. I'm gonna take a picture. I'm gonna take a picture. Like a gold Batman. Maybe I can just add like some little extra, you know, to define his suit with gold. But this is the best that I can do, and that's what I did. My best. That's what I did. And that's what I did today. And I'm proud of myself because I made it. Sheesh. I need to get a bag too. All this trash on the floor. It's now trash. It's now trash. Yep. 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 Yeah, I hope that that everyone has a great holiday, and I hope to see everybody in the new year. I think for the next couple of days, I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna create, but I haven't taken a break in a very long time. I think I took a break in November, the early part of November. Took a break when my son went back to his mom's, and I haven't really taken a break since then. I've been working like nonstop, and because I have other channels that I post on for content, for influencer, however you say that. I make music. That's the main. So I've just been on it, and I really haven't had a break. So I think for the next couple of days, my my family is in town. Let me see. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Christmas. I'm gonna spend time with family on Christmas Day. Then we're supposed to go see a concert on Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Then we have like the whole rest of the week. So yeah, I'm gonna have to figure that one out. And yeah. But I hope you guys get exactly what you say you want for the new year and more, because y'all deserve it. If you're listening, if you can hear what I'm saying, you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. Unless you're wanting to give all your energy to somebody else, like, but you deserve it. Yep. And oh yeah, I'm showing you that I'm cleaning up because the mindset. Sometimes you can clean up as you go. I was taught that at some point that you clean up as you go, and I was like, yeah, that don't work for me. I'll clean up afterwards, not during the experience because it's in the way. So, but I think I cleaned up everything, and now I can move about the rest of my day. Process what I just did, because I'm gonna go back and look at this video because I'm gonna send it to my son too, and you know, other people on social media and stuff. And I said I was supposed to make a rock because that's what he's leaning on. There's your rock. I think it was supposed to be gray. I think so. I'm telling you, y'all can do anything, like 100%. Y'all can do anything in this world. And if you're blaming other people why you can't get stuff done, if you are blaming the reason why you were not able to get something done is because somebody else did something to hinder you, then guess what you need to do? Protect yourself from all of those things that don't make you who you say you are. Because if that is what you say you need, then tell the universe that's what you need out of your way. Those people. I want you to be the best. I want you absolutely to be the best you can be. Because you only get one time to do this right. One time. One time, that's it. You can come back tomorrow and do it, but that's, just like I said, that's only one time. You don't get to do it 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 15 and blah, 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 because you missed your chance a couple times, bro. Today is the only day that you got. That's it. I'm living for right now, not tomorrow, not next week. For right now. Yep. Oh, I forgot to put the rest of the rock too. Dang it. Dang it. Maybe this is the better of the rocks. The better of the rocks. He's actually, I think he was on a building. I think that's where it all takes place, on the top of a building. On the top of a building. But there was a rock there too, so I was like, oh, okay, Batman, you got this. This is like, you needed Superman to carry the rock on top of the building, and then so you can just stand up there and look good. You know, however you got to get it done, bro. That's how you're going to get it done, bro. That's it. But yeah, I believe in you. Whoever you say you are, I really 100% believe in you. And because you're on this journey right now, because you are on this journey, you don't have to do it alone. You can ask questions. You can take breaks. You can start all over. Just don't give up. Just don't give up. Until you make it. Just don't give up until you say you made it. Yep. 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 Come on, Batman. Give me what you got. Yep. This is probably like the easiest thing I'm gonna do today. This is probably gonna be the easiest thing that I do today. I'm just gonna let that be that. Yep. Yep. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for joining. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for helping me share my day with you. And until next time, well, I'll see y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. You said it wasn't me. Wait, what? What do you mean? What wasn't you? What did I miss? All right, Aunt, have a good one. Let me see who else was in here too. Aunt, Jeanette, Minnie, Caesar, and Kay Andrews. Appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.